Hello students, today we are going to discuss about subject mechanical engineering material. In that unit 1 basics of engineering material. In that we are going to study about the mechanical property of a material. Now we'll see what is the mechanical property. The practical application of engineering material in manufacturing engineering depends on the through the knowledge of their particular property under a wide range of conditions. The measure of the term property is a qualitative or quantitative measure of a response of a material to externally imposed condition like a force and temperature. However, the range of property found in different class of material is very large. The classification of a material property, the material are divided into four types: chemical, physical, mechanical, and dimension property. In that, we are going to study the mechanical property like strength, toughness, stiffness, elasticity, plasticity, ductility, brittleness, and hardness. Now, see mechanical property. The property of a material that determine its behavior under applied force are known as a mechanical property. They are usually related to the elastic and plastic behavior of a material. These properties are expressed as a function of stress and strain, etc. Next one, a sound knowledge of mechanical property of a material provides the basis for the predicting the behavior of a material under the different load condition and designing the component out of them. Now, first property is the stress and strain property. First, the experience shows that any material subjected to a load may either deform, yield or break depending upon the magnitude of load, nature of material, cross-sectional dimension, the total of all the elementary interatomic force or the internal resistance which the material is called upon the exert to counteract the applied load is called stress. The mathematical stress is expressed as a force divided by cross-sectional area. The strain is the dimensional response given by material against the mechanical loading deformation produced per unit length. Now we'll see the next property, strength. The strength of material is its capacity to withstand destructive under the action of external load. Determine the ability of a material to withstand stress without failure. The maximum stress that any material will withstand before destruction is called ultimate strength. Now we will see the diagram how the strength is applied. You can see here. Next one property is elasticity property. What is elasticity property? The property of material by virtue of which deformation caused by applied load disappear upon the removal of load. Elasticity of a material is the power of coming back to its original position after the deformation when stress or load is removed. Now you can see here how the elasticity property will apply. The elasticity property is the load when you apply a load, it deforms its original position and regain its original shape after removal the load. Now see the next property, plasticity. The plasticity of material is its ability to undergo some degree of permanent deformation without rupture or failure. The plastic deformation will take only after the elastic limit is exceeded. It increases with increase in temperature. Now you see the plasticity property. The stress strain curve shows the elasticity and plasticity for material. Now you can see here how the elongation will occur. Next, stiffness. What is the stiffness? The resistance of a material to elastic deformation or deflection is called stiffness or rigidity. A material which suffers slight deformation under a load has a high degree of stiffness or rigidity. Example, steel beam is more stiffer or more rigid than aluminum beam. Now, the ductility property, it is a property of a material which enables it to draw out into the thin wire. Example, mild steel is a ductile material. The percentage elongation and the reduction in area in tension is often used as an empirical measure of its ductility. Now we'll see how the ductility property will occur. Next one property, the malleability. The malleability of a material is its ability to be flattened into the thin sheet without cracking by hot or cold working. Example, lead can be readily rolled and hammered into thin sheet but can be drawn into wire. Now you can see here how the malleability property occurs. The malleability property of it is a flatten into the thin sheet without cracking by hot or cold working. Now you can see here how the malleability property occurs. Now comparison of ductility and malleability. The ductility and malleability are frequently used interchangeably many times. The ductility is a tensile quality while the malleability is a compressive quality. Now, the resilience. It is the capacity of material to absorb the energy elastically. The maximum energy which can be stored in a body up to elastic limit is called the proof resilience, and the proof resilience per unit volume is called modulus of resilience. The quantity gives the capacity of a material to bear a shock and vibration. Now you can see here how the resilience property will occur. Next one property is hardness. What is hardness? Hardness is a fundamental property which is closely related to the strength. Hardness is usually defined in terms of ability of a material to resist the scratching, abrasion, cutting, indentation or penetration. Now, method used to determine the hardness, Brinell and Rockwell and Beaker hardness test. Now you can see here how to check the hardness property. Next one property is the brittleness. It is a property of a breaking without much permanent deformation, distortion. Non-ductile material is considered to be brittle material, example glass, cast iron, etc. Creep. What is a creep? The slow and progressive deformation of a material with time at constant stress is called a creep. Depending on the temperature, stress, even below the elastic limit, can cause some permanent deformation. It is most generally defined as a time-dependent strain occurring under stress. Now you can see here. Next one is fatigue. This phenomenon leads to fracture under repeated or fluctuating stress. Fatigue fracture are progressive, beginning as a minute crack and grow under the action of fluctuating stress. Many components of high-speed aero and turbine engine are of this type. Now you can see how the fatigue failure occurs. Fatigue means repeated load is applied, and then you can see how the fatigue failure will occur. Thank you.